the it's the natural development. It's not the factor effect. It means that you surely will come to this step. It's not factor. It's not factor, right? What you say is a factor. Factor is in the environment, nutrition, or outside factor affects your development. The maturation is mean that maturation is meaning that's the targets or the step you have to pass. It's not the factor. Do you understand? Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah. Environment, education, and anything else that
Do you
affect
think,
your mental development.
Do you think nutrition is also an effect?
Nutrition. There are lots of
There's many things that will
contribute to the mental
the
development.
mental health of a kid. That's a genetic.
Yes, so
They raise the hormones.
yeah.
They are like environment, like parents and
Sure. Family is mean environment, the genetics. Okay, time's up. Now, young terms.
Okay, we will divide it into 6 groups. That 1 month, 2 month, 1 to 2 years on, 3 to 5 is preschool years. From 6 to 12 is early school years and adolescence. So when they are about from 1 to 28 days of years old,
Okay.
they can they can recognize the environment, like they can track their parents or they can track some movement around them.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Just 28 days, they can track the movement of
The eye, their eyes
The
can
eye?
track the movement.
for a patient with from 1 to 28 days.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, continue. Again.
Okay. When they're about 1 or 2 months, they can. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 months, and they can track the movement, not 1. At 1 month, they just like.
1 month.
I mean, when their parent touch them or someone touch them, they know that they have feedback to that. You know,
Reflect.
Reflect.
yeah,
Okay.
Consent.
yeah. And when they are 3, they can listen and feel them. They can express their emotion with the sound around them. At 4, they can laugh and they can express them
4
like
months.
4 months.
Okay.
They can laugh and they can they know how to make the angry face. At 6 months, they can recognize who is acquaintance and who is not. 9 months and 12 months, and they know what is
9 months.
12 months.
12 months.
12 months, and they know what is a compliment. Compliment. Like you are good, you are bad.
12 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Compliment.
And they know about what is mine and what is not mine, some self and non-self.
For 1 month. For 1
12.
month. From 12 months.
Yeah.
Know what is mine, what is not mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just read the book.
Okay.
from 1 to 2 years on, they
1 to 2 years.
yeah, they know what is karma. You know? Karma, yeah. You know that word?
Yeah.
Like Karma. That means when you do something, it will happen like how you say it? Like you plant a tree, and when the tree has fruit, that fruit will be back to you. It's called karma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. They know what is. They can know what is right and what is wrong and what is forbidden.
Forbidden?
Forbidden is like you cannot do that.
Okay.
Yeah. And from 3 to 5 years on, that is the preschool year stage. At that stage, they will when they go to kindergarten and they kind of complete their language skill. They can feel something like being abandoned, jealousies,
What?
abandoned, like
Forbid, like the same.
no, forbid is mean that you cannot do that. Abandon is like your mother abandoned you. That means she doesn't care about you anymore. She doesn't fit you anymore. That kind of abandon.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean your mother leave you forever. Something like that. Yeah. And when they are 5, they know more about sexuality and they need to be educated at that time.
No, what?
When they
5
are
years?
5, yeah,
Yeah.
they know more about sexuality.
Okay, okay. This is between the male and female.
Yeah,
Okay. Boy and girl.
yeah.
Okay.
And when 6 to 12 is early school years. At that time, we hope more inside the body increase so much that will cause the abnormal. Đọc sách này cái gì vậy?
6 to 12 years.
They will have like unstable emotion.
Unstable emotion.
Yeah, like
6 to 12.
yeah,
Okay.
puberty.
Okay. 6 to 12 we call puberty. 6 years old, baby.
No, not yet. But,
Yeah.
it's called
We call.
early school stage.
Yeah. Early school
Yeah.
stage. It's not puberty.
Yeah.
And 12 years old and
And puberty is like they still a kid. They are not grow up completely, so they need their parents or adults to guide them.
you are talking about the like the physical development more than the mental development.
Okay,
So
now I will
focus
move.
focus on the mental development in every step, in every milestone.
Okay, I will read BRS, behavior. Okay, from 1 to 3 months, they can smile in response to a human face.
Yeah, I agree.
From 4 to 6 months,
4 to 6
months, they can recognize some familiar people.
family. Okay.
From 7 to 11, they
7
can-
to 11. Okay.
yeah, they can play some social game like peekaboo
Okay.
or yeah. And when they are 12 to 15, they can show separation anxiety.
So
Separation anxiety, like they worry about something.
okay.
Yeah. And when they are about 1.5 years old, they know that they move away from and return to their mother reassurance. Like they know that lady is his or her mother, come back to them, have feeling for their mother, like miss him or miss her or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
When they're about 2 years old, they can show the negativity, like no, like when their mother or their father said you cannot do that, and they will angry or they will say no or yelling or something. Yeah.
And
When they're about 3 years old, they can know they have a sense about the gender different
what?
sense.
Sense.
Sense means they can feel it. They just feel it about gender different.
3 years.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. I know this is
So
different
different
between
with-
my book
Yeah.
and this book.
Okay. I remember that they told me that 4 years to 5 years they can
Yeah.
distinguish between the sexuality.
Yeah. No, in Vietnamese textbook they say that when the kid is 5 years old,
5 years.
they send more, and the 3 is when they start to send it.
Okay.
Okay, when they are 4 years old, they begin to play cooperative with other children.
Oh, right. And you can summarize your presentation. You are talking about the animal now.
No, there is something I want to tell that when they are 6 years old, they begin to develop and like moral sense, what is right and what is wrong, and begin to understand the finality of death, like death people.
Okay. 6 years old.
Yeah.
And I think it's enough.
Yes.
Do you want to summarize
Summarize.
some of the main idea? You are talking about the normal mental development milestone.
Yeah.
So what is summarize?
Summarize of the milestone.
Summarize
Oh,
the mental development.
They are very different. From stage to stage. Right.
You can summarize for your wing presentation and your presentation. Some sentence to conclusion. What you will transfer to other people when we talk about the mental development.
What I want to tell to other people,
The message you want to transfer.
that they have to know that there are many stages of the mental development of a kid, and each of that stage has very different characteristics for each of them. As a parent, you have to like take care of your children, not only about their physical, like feed them food, good food or something. You have to provide them a good environment for them to like completely grow. No, not grow. Completely. No, yeah.
Is all?
Completely grow. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Maybe your group because the later group, so you have more experience when that you learn from the first group.
Yeah.
So you use the knowledge in my mind more successfully, and about the wing presentation. Of course, I agree with the definition and the three aspects of the mental development. Because this knowledge I show you on the slide, and I took this knowledge from the Australia, And so it means that because we have the three aspects of mental development, intellectual development, emotional development, and social development. So it means that when we talk about the abnormal in mental development, we have to show directly what is the aspects of the abnormal development. Because we have three aspects, so we have to show the parents of the baby what problem of your mental development of the baby. For example, your baby has some problem in emotional, just emotional development, not three of them, just one aspect. Or your baby just have a abnormal in social development, and the rest is okay. Okay. So when you we for mental development, we also have the normal milestone of the mental development. So like physical development, when the patient comes to you, we don't have the chart like of WHO or CDC for mental development, but we also have the milestone, normal milestone of mental development to check the patient. Okay. And if at one point developmental development, the patient or the child cannot get or cannot have the ability for the normal milestone, you have to have some advice for the parent that follow clearly or follow more closely your patient or your baby, and you need go to the special doctor to find out whether he have some abnormal disease background under disease. For example, some abnormal in his brain or some regional abnormal in metabolic disease, metabolic disorder, metabolic disorder. We have some ways for metabolism, for glucose,
metabolism.
Metabolic disorder or metabolism, like the glucose, what else? Protein, and we have three. I don't remember. Urea, like this. So it means that maybe because some disorder in the metabolism, so it affects your brain. From that, they can get the normal milestone of mental development, or maybe your baby can get the under disease like hyperthyroidism. Because they have some normal in the thyroid glands, so it means that they might be some slowly and they can get the normal milestone. And it's the reason, and we also have some disease related to the mental development. ADHD, or some autism, regional autism. It's some disease related to the abnormal in mental development. So it reason when your patient has some symptom, you have to check all the under disease and check which abnormal in one of the three mental development aspects of mental development. And when you assess or when you miss a boy or a girl, you have to assess all the aspects of mental development. You cannot just assess the social development or emotional development. You have to have a checklist for all of the mental development three aspects to find out exactly which the abnormal here. Okay, and the factor that affects the mental development, I agree with the going that maybe education, like or in environment or family, because it's clearly that you can get some example for the reason. For example, if the patient have the love from co-parent, they can maybe and their parents spend a lot of time for grow them, for teach them the moral lesson. They need be grow they can be grown in comprehensive and become a good person. It's also mental development. And for example, if the patient or child comes from a rich background, but their parents don't spend a lot of time for them, maybe they lack of love from the parent, maybe they have some unappropriate thinking, and from that they might have some bad habit. Or remember that, for example, if the parent don't spend time to teach them how to speak, for example, the portal, they will teach them the portal, the paper, and the child know that's portal, and they will speak out aloud about this name. From that, if the patient or the children, parent of children, don't teach them how to speak every object around them, they may be lack of the language development. Okay, and about the education environment, how it affects the mental development. Like you can take the example like in the school or in the school or in kindergarten. If the teacher can help them to express their feeling, for example, they can help them to confident to reason or to sing a song. So it's reason why the children in the Ho Chi Minh City are more confident more than the children come from the rural province, right? So it's the social development. They more confident to make friends. They more confident to stand up a crowd, and you can just give some tips or some several factors, but you have to find a more example to make clear your factor. I don't need you have to find a more factor. You can choose one or two factor, and you have to give example to other people can understand what you want to mean. Okay, and about the internet, Yung plantation, you describe more clearly about the every mental development in areas milestone or in temperature, when from they were born, from they are neonatal to when they go to the puberty period. It's good, but when you talk about like I talked to Tom, when you list all the steps or all the stage of the patient, you can have a quick summary of the all steps. But after that, you have to focus on one thing, one step, and you can much more clear about this step. For example, for a patient with 3 months, how about language development, how about social development, and how about the emotional development. In every step, you have to make the 3 aspects of mental development in one step, more detail. Of course, you have to talk quickly, brief of all the stage, but you have to try to choose one to make more clear. Okay, and in the end of your plantation, you can make some inclusion. For example, thank you for your listening. Oh, okay, now I will have some quick summary for my presentation or for my group presentation. We talk about the mental development. So you have to remember on the normal stage or milestone of the mental development, and you have to, when the patient come to you or the children come to you, you have to remember and recognize the abnormal in the mental development to get the good advice for the parent. And because mental development affects related to a lot of disease related to this development like brain or like metabolism. So it's important for you to find out as soon as possible the abnormal in mental development. Okay, you just have a quick summarize for your presentation. Okay, so but you are the person who complete your presentation in 10 minutes. Okay, so before we finish our class, I want to share you some. This is the normal stage of physical and mental development, but you have to know when you will have a spring to you think it's abnormal, and when you get advice for the parent. And we have for the children under 4 years old, like you can check on the slide for the when to screen the patient. For the children under 4 years, we have a different indication for the screen, the normal development of children. If the patient are under 4 years old, anytime the parent has a concern about the development, we will should check the development of the children, or maybe we have the routine. Do you know the routine of pediatric screen? Do you understand this? Pediatric or routine screen. It means that the patient, the children, the parent will take the children, bring children come to you every 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, to after that the doctor can assess the normal development of children. We call routine pediatric screen. Okay. It means that when the children come to you, your doctor, you check at the first month maybe. You check, it's normal, and you told the parent that when your patient at 6 months come to me again, and when the patient grow to 6 months, they come to you, you check the development of mental and physical development of children. You add it's normal, and when the patient 12 months, let him go to me again. It's like this is a routine screen. Okay. And why we have to have the pediatric or routine screen? Because it helps me to find out the abnormal of the abnormal in physical development or mental development as soon as possible, right? And we have some stage or some point that you have to test your baby come to the doctor to check the physical and mental development, like 9-month visits, 8-month visit, 24-month visits, and 30-month visits. And in every visit or in every point, the doctor will check the specific disease at this point. For example, when the patient comes to you at 19 months, you can check the language delay or autism spectrum disorder. When the patient comes to you when they are 6 month baby, you cannot check the autism spectrum disorder like ASD. You know ASD, right? So until the patient come 80, enough 18 months, you at that time you check this disease. So when the patient come to earlier, like 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, you cannot check this disease. Okay, you check that disease when they older 90 months. Okay, and when the patient 24 months visit, you have to check again ASD disease again, one time again, because maybe there are some disorder that we call they're not severe ASD, so the symptom may be expressed lately in the life, maybe in the 3 years to 5 years they just mild disease, so the symptom may be expressed lately when they were in school. Okay, and for the baby with severe ASD, maybe the symptom more earlier, that you can identify easily for you to check the patient. And for the children older than 4 years, you have some indication when to check the mental development. You don't have to check all the patient. You just check the patient if they have some indication. For example, they have the psychosocial concern identified by the family. For example, when the patient with 6 years old baby come to you, and their parent come to you and they have some complaint that their child has some abnormal in behavior or in language or in the social development. So when at that time you will check the mental development for the children. You don't check all the children, right? And for example, for the children with poor school performance, for example, they cannot do the lesson, they cannot learn the lesson, so you think that the parents say that so that the children have strength. Maybe they have low development more than their peer or other student. So it's the reason why they bring their children come to the doctor. And from this complaint, you have to check the mental development for the children. Okay, so you can read we have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 indications for check the mental development for the children. Okay, and